RefWorks Overview. RefWorks collects all of your sources for your research assignments in one place. It can import sources from databases such as articles, books, and videos. And it can create folders for different classes for different assignments. RefWorks can convert your sources to any citation style such as APA, MLA, Chicago, and so on. Once you've created a RefWorks account, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a folder for a particular class. To do that, on the left-hand side, you're going to click on My Folders and then click on Add Folder. I'm going to call this folder RefWorks 101. So this is an empty RefWorks folder. This is where I'm going to keep all of my sources. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up your citation view. So click on where it says Citation View near the top. And there are some different options for you to view your sources. However, you probably want to use Citation View. This allows you to view the sources in any citation style. To change the style, click on the gear icon. Then you will be given a drop-down menu and you can search for any citation style. I want to make a special note about APA 7th edition. The 7th edition of APA is still relatively new, so there isn't a single APA 7th edition in RefWorks like there would be for the 6th edition or MLA or Chicago. So what you're probably going to want to do when looking for the 7th edition of APA is type in APA 7th, and then you're going to see a variety of different variations of APA 7th edition. You're probably going to want to choose APA 7th Sentence Casing DOI Empty. And then you can press the star to make it one of your favorites. And then click on Save. Now when we import sources, we're going to see what they look like in APA 7th edition. So now let's start importing sources from different databases. Here is an example search from the database MinerQuest. MinerQuest is owned by a database company called EBSCO. All of the sources you find in EBSCO databases would be imported into RefWorks the same way. So when you find an article, book, or video in MinerQuest or any other EBSCO database, click on the item that you want to put in RefWorks. Then on the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see a list of tools. You're going to want to click on Export. And then you're going to want to choose Direct Export to RefWorks. Some EBSCO databases, as well as other databases, already have this option chosen. Then you're going to want to click on Save. From here, you're going to click on Yes, Export to the newest version of RefWorks. If you don't want to see this page every single time, be sure to click on Don't Ask Me Again. From here, you can assign your source to a folder. I'm going to assign this source to my RefWorks 101 folder. And then click on Import. Import complete. We now have one document in our library. Click on OK, and you'll be taken to the last imported folder, which shows you all of the items that were most recently imported into RefWorks. Now, because we set our citation view to APA 7th edition, this is what this article looks like according to the APA 7th edition style. Please note, however, that not every single citation in RefWorks is going to be imported 100% correctly. Some of the databases that RefWorks pulls this information from isn't always 100% correct. For instance, some articles might index an article in all capital letters. So when it gets taken into RefWorks, it's still in all capital letters, which is absolutely not allowed in any citation style. So what you're going to want to do is double check the citation using a citation manual by consulting the UTEP Writing Center or by using the Purdue OWL. Now let's try importing sources from other databases. This is the ProQuest Dissertations and Theses database. This database is owned by ProQuest, not EBSCO. So the process of exporting a source from this database is a little bit different from EBSCO, but not that different. I'm going to click on an article, and then I'm going to click on Cite. And then from here, where it says Export to a Citation Manager or File, I'm going to click on RefWorks. And then I'm going to click on Continue. And then the process is the same as before, where you can assign your source to a folder. And again, I'm going to assign this source to my RefWorks 101 folder. So then we're taken back to the last imported folder, where I see the article I just imported from ProQuest Dissertations and Theses, as well as the article I just imported from MinerQuest a few minutes ago. Let's go to another database. This is the JSTOR database, which is different from ProQuest or EBSCO databases, but again, importing JSTOR sources into RefWorks is very similar. Click on an article, and then click on Cite this item. And from here, where it says Export Citation, click on Export to RefWorks. And then the process is the same as before, where you can assign this source into a folder. And again, here's my last imported folder. Now, if you want to see all the sources from your folder, if you want to see all the sources from the folder that you created, go to My Folders. Now, if you want to see all the sources from the folder that you created, go to My Folders. And then click on your folder. So these are all the sources that I've imported into RefWorks 101. And all of them are presented in the APA 7th edition citation style. But what about sources that you find that aren't online or aren't in a database? How can you add those to RefWorks? Well, on the top side of the screen, click on the plus symbol, and then click on Create New Reference. And from here, you're able to manually enter a source, whether it's a journal article, a book, or a video. And then fill out as much information as you can, and then this source will be in RefWorks. So no matter what database you're using, there's almost always a way to export the sources from that database into RefWorks. If you're unable to find an export tool in a database, please contact a librarian to assist you. In our next video, we'll go over how to create bibliographies and in-text citations using RefWorks. If you have any questions about using RefWorks, please call, text, or email us, and we'll be happy to assist you.